Hello everyone, Argsy here. It is Friday again, which must mean it is Fact Sheet Friday for Farming Simulator 25, and today we've got the 7th installment featuring not one but two sugar beet harvesters, a new old combine from Massey Ferguson, and a rather impressive looking seeder from Kockerling. So let's go and take a look. So first up, let's take a look here at the Agrifac Light Tracks sugar beet harvester. Now, I've got to admit, this one took me a little bit by surprise. When I'd looked at Agrifac when we saw the Condor sprayer a few fact sheets ago, I didn't realise that Agrifac actually did equipment other than sprayers. I thought sprayers were their core business and that was it, but it would appear they also do sugar beet harvesters. And today we're looking at their Light Tracks harvester. This is a $527,000 harvester, has a 469 horsepower engine and a variable CVT transmission, 900 litres of diesel storage. It will run on the road at 25 kilometres or 15 miles per hour, in the field at 10 kilometres or 6 miles per hour, and does just harvest sugar beet, weighing in at 21 tonne. Now, I had a little bit of a look on their website. They call it a compact sugar beet harvester, and it's meant to be light and agile and manoeuvrable, so it would be interesting to see how this compares to some of the other equipment we've had in Farming Simulator versions previously. You can see on the front there we've got the mulcher, and then we've got the lifter, and quite a decent sized hopper on the side. But what we don't see in the fact sheet is the width of the header or how much the hopper will hold. So a couple of little bits of information there that we haven't quite had just yet. So carrying on the theme of sugar beet harvesters, I did say there was two, not just one today. We've got the Amity 2720 Harvester Scrub sugar beet harvester. Now this is a tow behind sugar beet harvester. I know there will be a lot of people, particularly in the American community, who will be very excited to see this coming to the game. We've had Amity in game previously with their beet trailer, the bulk trailer that we had in FS25, but the first time we've seen a harvester coming through here. In the base game at least, we've definitely seen some modded versions, but a little bit more about it. This is $175,500, so when you compare it to the Agrifac Light Tracks we just looked at $527,000, quite a lot cheaper and a lot more affordable. Of course, you're probably going to have a tractor on your farm, so you just need that to pull it. You don't need the self-propelled all the time. A nice big width 6.4 metre wide header, a 6.5 cubic metre hopper, so not the biggest, 6,500 litres if we convert that. Requires 280 horsepower to pull it, will operate at 10 kilometres or 6 miles per hour, weighs in at 20.4 tonnes, and will just harvest sugar beet. Now, one thing to comment about this in particular, as you can see in the screenshot there, the sugar beets have been topped, so you do need to go through and take those off, mulch the tops off beforehand. So it'll be interesting to see, because I know Amity do some similar equipment for that, whether we might see some more of that. Now moving on, we also have here the Amity Crop Chaser 1000 auger wagon, weighing in at $160,000. It is not a cheap trailer. It does have a huge capacity of 60.9 cubic meters or 60,900 liters in it. It does require though 450 horsepower to pull it, and like I said, weighs in at 21.8 tons. What's interesting actually with this one is previously we've seen these trailers and they will only take sugar beet or maybe potatoes. This one actually looks like it takes all of the bulk fill items, so you can use it for your peas, green beans, anything there that you want to. Sugarcane, for example. And just taking a look at the screenshot as well, to me, to my eye, this looks to be a big tipping trailer. It doesn't look like it has an overload auger or anything like this. This looks like one that you'll drive up next to your truck. Similar to the way that the hopper works on the spinach harvester, this one you'll pull up next to it and it will overload into the trailer that way. So great to see some different equipment coming through. Also notice there that it is running on tracks, not on tyres, so probably good for soil compaction and weight distribution. So carrying on the theme of harvesters, we're very harvester heavy today. The Massey Ferguson MF8570 and the Massey Ferguson MF8570 header. Now, we first caught a glimpse of this in a shed in the background in the Riverbend Springs blog, and that created a lot of comment, a lot of discussion around what it could potentially be. It was finally revealed in the Hutan Pantai video trailer there to see the Massey Ferguson working in the field. So take a little bit of a look at this. Again, great to see some older equipment being featured in the game, and great to see a number of different manufacturers jumping on board with that. We've seen Massey, we've seen the John Deere, we've seen the White tractors, so interesting to see if there is any other old equipment coming to the game from anyone else. It'd be awesome to see. Some of the statistics there, it is only $104,500, so quite a cheap and affordable combine. And when you look at the header width down the bottom at 6 meters, it's actually quite a decent size too, so not a bad way to start out on a cheaper farm. 250 horsepower engine, variable CVT transmission, which actually surprised me considering the age of it, but there you go, must have been around for a while. 378 litres of diesel, runs at 25 kilometres or 15 miles per hour on the road, and has a hopper on the back there of 8,000 litres, weighs in at 10.1 tonne, and will harvest all those crops there: wheat, barley, oats, canola, sorghum, sunflowers, soybeans, corn, and your long grain rice. And paired there with the 8570 header specifically for this combine, costing $30,000, like we said, 6 metre wide harvesting width, will run at 10 kilometres or 6 miles per hour, weighs a measly 1.7 tonne, pretty small compared to the other things we've looked at already today, and will harvest your 7 different cereal crops there, again, wheat, barley, oats, canola, sorghum, soybeans, and the long grain rice. So another great option. Looking forward to trying out this one. I think this could be a great addition to have on some farms. And last but certainly not least is the Kockerling Ultima 800 Direct Seeder. Now, important to say that direct part because it means you can plant straight into your stubble, into your ground without having to do any field prep beforehand. And giants are going to great extremes to tease us with a lot of seeders and no planters yet. We still have not seen a planter in fact sheets, and I think this is the third seeder we've had. So certainly very heavy on those seeder sides. I really want to see a planter. I really do. Anyhow, let's focus on the Ultima 800. It is $181,000 to buy. It does require 275 horsepower to pull, so medium-sized tractor, not the biggest, not the smallest, sitting somewhere there in the middle. 8 metre wide seeding width, which is pretty impressive. 4,000 litre seed hopper on the top, weighing in at 10.1 tonnes. Check out that speed, 20 kilometres or 12 miles per hour. That is a very fast planter, or seeder, as the case may be. Doesn't apply fertiliser, it is a seed only, and will plant the crops we've got there: wheat, barley, oats, canola, long grain rice, oilseed radish, grass, green beans, and spinach. So there we go, another fascinating fact sheet Friday, number 7, Farming Simulator 25. This one's actually caught me by surprise, actually. I'm very excited to see those 2 different sugar beet harvesters. Not something I do a lot of, but I think that Amity one could actually be a lot of fun, particularly if you're on a multiplayer server. You can have people hauling, you can have people taking the tops off there in front while you go through and harvest, or vice versa. So it could be a lot of fun to try that out. And the manoeuvrability of the Agrifac light tracks could be pretty impressive as well. And fascinating to try that one there out. Carry on going. The Massey Ferguson looks like a great combine, and the Kockerling seeder there, what a great width, and that running speed, very impressive. So a great lineup of equipment today. I'd almost go as far as saying this could have been the best fact sheet Friday we've had so far. Pretty divisive, I think, because of the sugar beets, but some pretty impressive equipment all the same. So there we go, fact sheet Friday number 7 done and dusted. I think at last count there is only 4 remaining, so we're getting very close to the release of Farming Simulator 25. I'm getting excited, as you may be able to tell. So thank you all very much for watching. Just a reminder, if you haven't already pre-ordered, you can do that right now through your favourite gaming retailer, and of course if that's the Giant store, you can use our code ARGSYGAMING at the checkout to help support the channel and get us on our way to becoming Silver Partner. Be very much appreciated. Anyhow, like I said, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that summary, and we'll catch you in the next one.